country is torn into communist China. We are now threatening, again this happened last week, we're threatening priests. As soon as they opened the church to a very small, again this is an incident in Calvin, he had 5 people in the most in the church, older citizens, elderly citizens, social distance, wearing masks. Doesn't matter, state's still going to bloody threaten them, send guards out to threaten them to arrest them, put them in prison, lock them up forever. And this is the thing, Helen McAtee, want to ask you a question. Where's Phil Hogan? Phil Hogan, he was on his phone while driving. Nothing was ever said. No fine was ever... Why is the guards now knocking on his door, banging down his door and demanding him to come out and threatening him with prison? Nobody's... Where is that? And then Leo breaking the law. The guards never went near him. The guards probably looked the other way. And then as soon as a priest says mass, a Catholic mass, again, I would ask if this was another religion, would the guards do something about it? If they opened up their whatever they want to. Because again, if it's good for the goose, it's good for the gander. But it's unfair. Simple as that. It shouldn't have happened. This is communist China. Simple as that. As the priest said here, it's the police state. It really, really is, in other words. Because if you see this, again, there's no harm. There's no harm in it. There's harm. I tell you what the harm is. The guards wasting these resources. They probably set 3 or 4 guards out. I wouldn't be surprised. And this priest is a Mullingar in County Cavan. I wouldn't be surprised. I really wouldn't be surprised if they set 4 or 5 guards out. And there's probably some old man down the country being robbed. In Cavan, in some part of Cavan, and there's no guards, and they would complain to G-Suck, and they would complain to the Garda Commissioner, saying there's no guards in Cavan, when Cavan has more guards now than ever they did. But again, they're wasting Garda resources. Whoever said this commissioner, whoever is to blame, because obviously the guards didn't go there themselves, but whoever reported the priest should be shamed of themselves, reporting a priest. Because again, I would say the priest, and I say this because again, the government's ruling on this is it's dictatorship. It's a dictatorship more or less. How dare they say to a priest, you cannot have a mass? How dare they say that? And then now they're saying that you can't have a funeral, it could spread COVID. How dare the government minister say that? How dare they? And how dare an effort say that to people when they're grieving at a funeral? How dare they even say that? How dare them? And again, this priest only opened up the church because that's what the church is there for. People feel comfort in a church. People feel comfort in going in to say a prayer. Again, as this priest said, older citizens, senior citizens, few of them going in wear masks. Nothing. What? Simply only 5. And they send out the fucking army. And God forgive me for cursing, but they send out the army really just nearly to stop them from saying a mask. It's unacceptable. And then Phil Hogan, and then you have drug dealers selling drugs and dumping the guards turn the blind eye to get a few bob and they turn the blind eye. And same with diesel laundry. The guards don't look into it. The guards are too busy threatening police to care about that. And people's houses being robbed don't care about it. Simple as that. They're too busy going around threatening police. And I have to say, I'm not going to give out to the guards the wet there. Whoever is over the guards, the superintendent in Calvin or the sergeant in Calvin, he should be ashamed of himself. He should be ashamed. Because again, this is a disgrace. Going out and cautioning the priest. And, people being robbed. People being abused. And, we have the guards going out threatening priests. Again, that's what the church is there for. People need their religion during these times. It's a disgrace. It's really, really a disgrace. And I have to say to the priest, as he said himself, it's the police state. And if... It really is honest to God, it was doing no harm. I see no harm. It'd be different if they wouldn't wear masks and things like that, social distancing. Then I'd be saying, maybe it's a public health taking whatever, never to keep complaining about it. But, from what I'm looking at, it doesn't, they don't know the right things, so social, again, there's no, what else do they want? Do they want him to bloody jump off a cliff, do they? Because literally, he couldn't do any more. They were wearing masks. What more did they want? Like, seriously, what more? They just didn't want them saying, they didn't want the church open at all. Like, what more did they want? Like, seriously, it's the communist regime in this country.